All right, hello, everybody. Sorry for that little bit of a delay there, but welcome to the stream here, VRML preseason. This is week 6. Teams are already up here, just having some server situations, trying to find the right one. So our apologies. We were trying to get someone in there and figure that whole situation out, but it seems like for this stream or for this match, they'll be just switching servers back and forth between rounds. So it'll be a bit of a longer stream, but there's no other games in the way for another hour and a half, I think. So we'll be all right. So just bear with us. This is going to be a intense match, I feel, between Ironic and Orbit. But with that out of the way, I'm Palidore, of course, here with SirDimwi joining me on the co-casting booth. And how you doing, my friend?
I'm doing pretty good. I apologize ahead of time to anyone who's listening for my voice being a little bit out. Had a bit of excitement last night in that game against Wireless Jacks, which was a lot of fun. So my voice went out, coupled with the cold and all. So I apologize if anybody's eyes are watering. My throat is clear. This is just what I sound like. So I do apologize for that. But yeah, as you said, no, this should be a really good matchup here between these two teams. Ironic versus Orbit, both coming in here 6 wins. Ironic 5 losses. Orbit with 4. So Ironic coming in 12-10 MMR. Lost 2 nights ago against Nova, my team, but then a win Tuesday night against Wireless Jacks, and then Orbit coming in off a loss against Ignite on last Sunday. So both teams coming in off a loss is definitely going to be looking to get the win here, maybe improve their ranking position as we go into this game.
And going into it, we are, because here's the launch of the first round. Ironic over on orange side, Orbit in the appropriately Orbit-themed blue. That's their colors, and, well, here we go. Off into the races. It will go. The first pass off the mark there on the other edge, outer edge. Tap pass back it goes. One scoop. A lot of scrambling defense all over the place, and resulting in a save, but not the final one on the rebound. Sneaky getting that one in for the first 2.
Yeah, what a nice pass sequence we saw there from Orbit, just going back and forth, trying to make space, pull the defenders out of the bubble a little bit, make room for the guy on the backside there. They were able to connect on that, and a good goal there by Sneaky.
It will take it for sure here. So Orbit on the boards first. They are a team of Gamer Boy, Sneaky Evil, Zenith, and One Scoop, as you can see. Ironic is C. Jason Callan, Single Shot, and Duller Ranger. Will be a turnover to Gamer Boy going towards that tunnel and actually just missing. It looks like there was a defender there, but in the back line still could not find it. On the other side, other pocket single shot, slapping that back out. Deep into the other end, and Gamer Boy coming away with another slap clear, so the pacing kind of frantic. Not a lot of passes, just some midfield turnovers back and forth.
And that's definitely the kind of game you see when you're playing against a team like Ironic, even though it almost appears Orbit has been more in control, but and we might get there. And Zenith with a goal.
Yeah, just as we say that, finally finding some control off some miscontrol on the other end.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say, playing against a team like Ironic, I mean, we even found ourselves pulling dumping chases, something we were trying to do less of, just because of the way Ironic is able to stuff the mid zone, and the way they're able to stuff you into your own zone. So well played here by Ironic, but yeah, Orbit able to pull that one through and get that other 2 to go up 4.
Now taking a shot from deep, gets his own rebound. Callan goes in for the quick 2, just 12 seconds into that launch.
Yeah, did not expect that one to go in. I mean, he took that first shot, bounces right back to him, and does have the defender right behind him. But he's able to collect on that and stay ahead of that defender and throw that shot up steep angle, goes in right at the top. Those can be tricky ones to save, and we saw that go in. It's a great shot there.
And now being assaulted here over in the tunnel, but right back at him with a rebuttal. One scoop, slaps it out and into the hands of maybe their teammates just trying to recover off that nice stack. They will, in fact. So Sneaky Evil takes that one, looks down low for Zenith. Couple players in the goal there. Backboard pass off a nice bounce. One more to the corner and buying themselves a great look. Hooking it in from that left side.
And that's what we're talking about. We're talking about passing around the bubble to pull that defense out. You saw 2 of the defenders kind of side by side, maybe maybe some miscommunication there, but side by side, which allowed that guy on that left side post there to just be wide open for that cross pass to go in and bring it in one-on-one with the goalie. What a great play.
Exactly what you want to do. That's what those cross passes, especially the ones that go side to side or from front to back as they come here, back with a disc. Looking for another shot, and he will not miss. Dollar Ranger, there's another 2, and it's a 2-point game.
You know, what a move by Duller as he came over that shoulder block. He took himself sideways to try to get a more favorable angle as he came in on the goalie there, and I definitely paid off for him. Good goal.
Yeah, absolutely. And as I was trying to say before, just that frantic play got me all in a disarray. Maybe I won't even get to say it again because there's some more plays coming through. Single shot will get it, slap it. That's going to be off, rebounded here by C. Jason. C. Jason has a pass down low to the back, and on the attack again from the bottom, but mishandled. So flinging it out, and now I'll finish my sentence. Those cross passes back and forth, forward and back, that's what draws the defenses out. And you can see after that frantic first minute or so of play, as a frantic stat comes into play here, the team's finally starting to find their passes a bit more. Go for it, Lenore.
Ironic definitely had a good look, and as I say, Sneaky Evil coming in off that left shoulder to bring that one in for 2. What a shot there by Sneaky. Good shot on the goalie.
Absolutely. And by the by, hello everyone again in the chat. Thank you for joining us here tonight. BTS King, 350 Raccoon, Boop, and Ace Aim. Glad to have you all joining us here.
I don't know if our chat here agrees, but I did just get a PM that maybe my mic's a little low, so I don't know if that's the case, or maybe we're just used to me yelling and having a stronger voice here. But what's the chat think? Am I a little low in the stream here? Am I a little quiet? Yeah, Boop does agree.
I'm eyeballing it, and you look a little bit more than usual, and getting on there for the voluminous shot of Sneaky Evil as Palidore cues the replay and attempts to commentate as he increases the volume for Dimwi here. Why is he commentating this? No idea, but he is. Let's see. User volume is going to be up to 50 now. And SirDimwi, say something for me, baby.
Something.
Oh, I'm not sure I like that, but thank you. You look good now, I think. I'm not sure the chat appreciates it either, but you know what? It was good. It was sensual. Anyways, off it goes to Sneaky Evil with a cross pass up top. Going to be missed off the bounce. It was a good look. Didn't get it, though. Still on the back line. Gamer Boy having it intercepted by a single shot as it goes right up top and recollected again by Sneaky. So Gamer taking that deep shot off there. Gets stunned. Gets a rebound. A Dollar. Few people in the goal for him, and his stack immediately going up there. Trying to recollect that disc. Zenith finding it, contested by a single shot, and a soft pass back up to Gamer. Now into the other side it goes. You can see some brawls going in over in the tunnel. It's buying one scoop quite a bit of time here. Now a pass deep down there and recovered by Dollar Ranger. So it was in the tunnel. Who was this over here? Sneaky contesting that those 2 players on Ironic. Oof. Little duck through, but that's going to be taken right back over and slinged out, but not clear.
Maybe a little miscommunication here on Orbit side of Sneaky Evil over on that, or excuse me, one scoop over on that far wall. Definitely had a lot of room and a lot of time to work with it, and he kind of opted to just, like fling it at the goal. Ooh,
that was a open goal, and they just weren't able to take advantage of it. Those are the ones I always say, open goals, especially in these North American games. Compared to EU games and stuff, it's rare to kind of find those open goals sometimes. That said, I mean, EU games have a lot of open ones, but based off the clear and boost, it's so quick. I know for North America, they always have these goalies playing in the back line. They don't like conceding threes here, so it's a lot more rare, but conceding a 2-pointer anyway, it's Sneaky Evil taking the disc, and now it's a 12-point lead already for Orbit.
And what a clean steal there by Sneaky. He didn't even have to stun the player out. Just picked his pocket and was able to walk it into the empty net because I believe that was the goalie that came out to play that disc. And so great play there by Sneaky.
Yeah, and Boop saying in the chat that some wild slaps from Ironic. And yeah, that's kind of the case. For the first few minutes of the round, especially, it was kind of like that for both teams. But since then, Orbit's starting to recollect and pass a lot better here. Ironic's still kind of playing the catch-up game. Catching up to the disc. One scoop will have it. Be stunned out. C. Jason will be stunned. And out it goes.
And Orbit definitely doing a good job of getting this disc through mid. They are getting, there's a bit of a stuns and good one-on-ones from Ironic, which is what they're good at. They're really good with those one-on-ones, getting in your face and making you feel like you got to make those panic clears more often than you probably need to. And it's definitely slowing Orbit down a little bit, although they are maintaining that 8-point lead at the moment.
Oh, some good juice from Duller, and that'll be made. Gamer almost getting the save, but shall not be the case. It's 12-6 here with about a minute and a half left.
Okay, it might have gone off a Gamer Boy's head. Could have been a ping thing because we do know they were preferring a central server, and we haven't found weren't able to find that central server. So it could have been a situation where he saved it and it went in anyways. But I believe the way it bounced, it looked like it went off his head there. So it was a good attempt by Gamer Boy, but great shot.
Okay, so he'll take that cleared on through. There's some teammates in the back line for him. Could not quite corral that one, so grasping the disc is Callan here. His team down by 6, a minute left, so they need 2 quick threes at this point. I don't think they have enough for 3 goals, so they need to be 3-point shots. That first one will be off, and that was maybe their one opportunity to get something going. So with that unfortunate miss, it will be a clear here, and that will probably do it for this game as far as being able to catch up.
And what a great opportunity there. I mean, that shot was almost on. Hits the inside of the post and comes back out. And anyone who shoots on the goal enough knows, oh, sorry, I just got assaulted by my kitten.
Oh, and well, assaulting on the goal. See, Jason actually trying to get the save. But either way, it is Ironic, unable to convert on that shot. And as a result, Orbit will come ahead with it. 14-6. Maybe time for a quick goal if the defense plays its part here. But either way, first round just about conceded. It goes down into the other end. 5 seconds left. Actually, maybe another goal on this end. Woo! And wow, from Callan from the sky. He will get that, and it's a 14-9 win in the first for Orbit.
Yeah, what a nice shot there by Callan. Was that Callan? That was so fast that we didn't see any... We didn't see anything pop up, but yeah, that was a great. I mean, that was a great shot. It's you can definitely get in your head there if I know personally myself when I'm taking those long shots, I'll take a moment, and in that moment I'll think about it, and just that act of thinking about it definitely makes it more difficult for some people, anyways, to connect on those. And what a great shot there by him.
It's a tough one. Yeah, those just end of the game shots, just high pressure and. Maybe less pressure being that his team was ahead by a good margin. But, those last second ones always feel good, give you a little morale boost even further into the next round. Now I'm just kind of waiting and seeing what these teams decide to do here because they were talking about server switches between rounds since they have players kind of coast to coast and they couldn't decide since they couldn't find a central server. They couldn't decide where they were going to go. So at the moment, no restart yet, so I can only assume we're continuing, perhaps?
Well, no, and Wit did finally respond there to it. Not that he was pinged or anything. So I say finally. I should say Wit did come back and respond. And it looks like there isn't maybe not a set rule on that, but his input, as he puts it, is that server choice should be up to the teams. Those teams can agree, and then Amok can make a call. So maybe they're just deciding to stay on this server after having seen that message from Wit.
Maybe. So, hey, will be a second round joust. All the teams meeting in the middle. A trio of Ironic players stunned out all in middle, leaving this goal wide open. And Duller cannot get the save. And you know what? We're talking about the servers at play. I mean, that one, it hung in the air around his head, but still managed to go in. It looked kind of weird. But at last, it was the 3 players for Ironic stunned in the mid that kind of hurt them.
And I'm going to be honest, I'm going to say Duller definitely made that save. It was in his hand, but that's the sort of thing you see when you've got these high-paying games, when you're playing in goal. And I know it's something Rad has talked about addressing where the goalie should get priority, ping priority when they make that save. It should be a save. It's something I've seen. It's happened to me plenty of times. Happened to us the other night, Wednesday night against Ironic. 3 times it happened to SN. He made a save right in front of the goal, and it went in anyways. So definitely something that hurts a bit when it happens to you, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Much agreed. Although just the same, had so many players not been stuck behind and left in the mid, that goal would have been so exposed. But exposing them on a great passing play right down the mid of barrier area, they'll carry it for the 4th point.
And that is a totally fair rebuttal. It's one of those things when you know it can happen. It's kind of on you personally, like on me personally as a goalie, to try to make up for the fact that it can happen. To try to make their saves a little bit further out, try to get back a little bit earlier, and all that. But yeah, great goal there by I believe that was Sneaky.
Yep, and now looking for a recovery here. Few players for Orbit looking for that clear. Just going to be taken by Callan. He had that game-winning shot. Well, not game-winning shot. Round-ending shot there from 3. Coming back here, trying to find some offense yet again for his team on Orbit. Already the first 4 points of the game, but going off now to Duller. The intercept now, 1 scoop. So Stacks coming out. Short boost, rather. And it will be recollected only for a second. Lots of stuns coming out. Oh, going to be taken there and missed. However, the stun maybe carrying the momentum in the outside of the goal direction.
Great awareness by Sneaky there. He did get stunned out halfway through his shot, but to be aware of that disc coming his way and to pick that one up and try to get that shot on.
Nice delivery there from Sneaky Evil to 1 scoop, and that'll get them 6 points now on the scoreboard.
Yeah, 1 scoop came in on that left shoulder and looked like he was unchallenged. Maybe snuck in when the defense saw Sneaky Evil with that disc, and was able to get Sneaky was able to pull that defense to him, which left 1 scoop open. He was able to put that.
Going for a train of sorts. That was. What does a wireless jacks call that? I call it the caterpillar just because it looks like one. But going for that, they do actually manage to get to the other side eventually. But we'll be taken right back by Gamer Boy, who then finds a short range pass to Scoop, a medium range pass to Zenith, a long range pass that just might bounce to his other teammate here on the end. That's a Sneaky. But then back to the hands of Ironic. Almost.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I've come to call on it the centipede just because I know it drives Gilligan crazy.
And that's worth it in itself, I suppose, right?
Absolutely it is.
Oh, look at that save there. C. Jason. He saw that. Second save from C. Jason. That was insane. Losing the disc again, though. So back into the outer edge of the bubble. It will still be a recovery. Taken in and missed here. They need to dive out at that right now. Some high pressure. Get the clear. And there it goes. Got to get a replay of that real quick if I can. That was gorgeous series of plays there from C. Jason.
Absolutely, it was. It keeps this a 6-point game. I mean, that's C. Jason all the way there, being able to make those stops there.
And then flying on by. Almost finding a disc again on the save there. And Sneaky will take that away. Off to the other side, going for a backboard shot. Will just bounce off the left. Taken. And what they're left with is still 0 points here on the scoreboard for Ironic as they collect this disc, bounce it around a little bit, but they can't be playing around too much. Need to find some passing plays. Only have, already 4.5 off the clock here. And it just seems like right now having trouble finding their passes around this heavy-handed defense. And on the offensive end, Zenith about to recollect. They do finally get one in the goal off the mishandling of that. But Callan getting stunned out, recollected, and oh my goodness, it's single shots with a save directly by the goal again. So all of these Ironic players with some insane defense coming in layers. But we still need to see a recovery, a clear. Right now, it's just stayed in that bubble for such a long time.
A nice little give and go attempt there, but I believe it was 1 scoop and Sneaky. I could be wrong on that. We saw the bounce over off the ceiling from left shoulder to right shoulder, and then he was trying to go back to the player. He just came off a left shoulder. The disc got loose, but they were able to wrangle that one in and maybe caught the goalie off guard a little bit. And yeah, what a great play.
That was interesting. Ironic just did a little bit of an orbital drop roll out there. Not quite identical, but just about, and going in for the shot. Actually just off on that one, but still getting the rebound is Sneaky Evil. A little putback. It'll work.
Yeah, they had quite a bit of time to make that one happen. Looked like maybe well, I won't speculate too much, but yeah, they the first shot gets a little bit of a miss, and but then picked up by Sneaky there to put that one in. It's great awareness by Sneaky.
And it's one of those things. Honestly, sometimes when the goal is too wide open, and you have too long to line it up. That's when you kind of think about the shot, and that's when you get in trouble sometimes. It would happen to me on occasion. Usually. That's why if I would get the disc and I knew the goal was open, I'd take, turnaround fadeaways, what have you. If I think too much about the shot, then I'm thinking about my mechanics, and that's kind of a recipe for disaster when you're thinking too strong. It's all about that muscle memory.
I'm certainly the same way. If I think about it, I'm more likely to miss. So yeah, it's just those quick, like, don't think, just turn, no hesitation, send it in.
Now trying to send one in from the bottom. That's going to be a tough bounce shot. Not impossible, but certainly more difficult than the ceiling shot just because of the placement of the islands over there. But onto the other side. Now that is going to go dangerously nearby that goal. Still taken back, though, by one scoop. And 10-0 right now for Orbit. 3 minutes left.
And it certainly wouldn't be the first time we've seen a clear all the way downfield happen in the goal. We saw Mizuchi, I think it was just last week, a clear one, a save he made in his own goal, cleared out the tube, it rolls through tube, it was all the way down to the other team's goal, and for a good three from what was it, like 70 meters away. So it's definitely those clears from that goal, from that bubble area, can be dangerous when they're coming through tube like that.
Absolutely can be. It's just so many players and teams now. Very, very talented and well aware of the general areas they need to hit in terms of geometry if they want to have a good chance at getting those clear goals. Now coming down back to the mid-wedge. Up to Bowtie, astray based off the bounce. Some panic going on here. A lot of dancing from Sneaky. The disc getting lost now, bouncing to the bottom of the floor outside the goal. But right now, just not quite quick enough on the recovery, and with 2:20 left, again, this is going to be a really tough comeback here, if even possible at this point. I mean, they need to be acting quickly and finding some stacks quickly.
I just got to give some credit to Callan there, maybe 30 seconds ago now, but that interception he made on the floor, he was aware of that passing lane, he covered that passing lane, and that's why he was able to make that interception, was to be aware of what was going on around him.
Speaking of good interceptions, though, that was a great grab from one scoop. Oh, but the stun off of that stack. Coming in with some power, taking him by surprise. And right back to Gamer, though, in the back line. Well, again, Orbit's gonna come in here. Scoop with an anchored shot. And the stunned headbutt on the disc from single shot. And now a pass to one scoop. Backing it out for the oop, but too high off the post. And then retaken. And now maybe another alley going down the alley for another dinger of a dunk. Could not find it, and they're kind of in a dunk funk right now. A pair of dings.
And you can see Orba right now is just playing a bit of lead protect as Gamer Boy basically just perched himself on mid in his own zone there, not even approaching center field to cover these clear and boost attempts.
Yeah, these players very well covered, and going down to the other end, maybe for the first couple points, but who cannot ding it, or cannot make it. They do ding it. It will be down low and contesting down there. Single shot, Zenith contesting him, so good defense once more from Orbit. The Orbit defense continues to swarm. Now finding the disc, it's Sneaky going up top, one-on-one on the goalie, and Sneaky will get the benefit of that.
Yeah, Callan was able to get down there quick enough. He got the goal, but yeah, when those guys are coming in one-on-one on the goal, it's kind of it's already a bit of a gamble just to make the save to begin with. But when they're coming in on a steep angle from behind like that, those can be really hard to save. So good attempt there by Callan, but great shot, great goal.
Yeah, and VTS pointing out in the chat, Gamer Boy in the back playing those passing lanes, midfield. He's had a lot of success this season for Orbit doing just that kind of thing. So you got to be careful where you clear it, or just try to find some more available passes if possible. But with that said, the round is down, second in the books. That's 2 for Orbit, 12-0 in this second round.
And that will bring Orbit's win, their record to 7-4, which is huge for Orbit. I can just to gush on them a little bit. I know they were a team that came in. Nobody, I wouldn't say anybody expected nothing from them, but I don't think anyone expected the manner of play that we've seen from them all this season. You know, a lot of young guys on that team. Teamwork is the sort of thing that kind of comes with experience and age. Not necessarily, that sort of takes a little bit, especially in a game like this where you can form those bad habits playing in pubs so much where you kind of start to rely on yourself. So when you end up in a team setting, it can be really difficult to get into the groove. I know I had a little bit of difficulty with it myself, particularly ESL Season 3. Where you kind of have to get into these new habits of working with teammates, trusting your teammates, and Orbit has shown no difficulty at all that I've seen in making that change, making that adjustment, coming in and being a real standout team this season.
I mean, Yeah, I'm not going to try and expand on that too much because you covered it all pretty much. So it will be a 2-round victory here for Orbit as we make our way into the next round. Third one about to start here. And just a quick look at the stats here. It's Sneaky for Orbit coming ahead with a 14 strong points. Zenith, the 38 stuns leading the way, and over on Ironic's side, Callan and Duller Ranger with 5 and 2 respectively. But here's the third round coming out, so back to the game it goes, and Zenith ducking down below. Duller stopping by in the chat for a brief few seconds, saying, "Wow, no mercy, this is fun, enjoy." Well, we will, I suppose, as it goes in for the goal. Sneaky Evil.
I apologize. I totally missed what happened there. I was looking at chat. I'm so sorry.
Well, here he goes, a little replay. Wasn't too fancy, just a straight up into the goal. Driving from the left edge of the bubble there. And now look at that joust. Wow, a headbutt it looked like it was. And coming out here quickly, see Jason taking that away. Ironic. Trying to find their way. So the defense has been very strong for the team. So maybe see if they can just break through. Find some available passes. You can see how cut off it is. That one a bit too soft. Maybe it was a dunk attempt, but that was a nice putback from Callan just on the outer edge of that bubble, or of the goalpost, I should say.
Yeah, Gamer Boy not doing too bad with the pressure with the man right on goal with them. Makes that initial save. Unfortunately, doesn't get it out far enough or fast enough, and Callan was able to pick that one back up, put it right back in for that too. Good goal by Callan. Way to stay aware.
And you could say didn't get it there fair enough, because Duller Ranger. And anyway, off it goes here to Sneaky Evil. He's going to take that disc over there, find a pass down low to Zenith, being contested out there by C. Jason and Callan in the back inside the goal. So cross pass, and that was just great execution from Orbit. Sneaky Evil benefiting off the one scoop pass.
Yeah, I mean, Sneaky Evil, he had, I believe it was a single shot kind of out in space right in front of him, but he was able to keep that space, keep himself open, not get too close to single shot, and able to connect on that cross pass and put that one in on the goalie. That was a good goal.
Yep, one in the chat saying, "Pause the game. I need to use the restroom," he says. No can do. maybe a 2-minute replay. Lego requested that earlier in one of the games. Although I think at that point it qualifies as a VOD more than anything. But here it goes with a shot attempt. Grabbed out of there by Callan. He'll find a clear to the left, just trying to avoid the Gamer Boy in the back, and he does so successfully, so good awareness. But unfortunately, because the boosts weren't able to come through fast enough, Gamer was still able to get it back.
Yeah, and that's that Gamer Boy playing really heavy backfield defense here, particularly the second half of this series, and it's definitely paying off for Orbit.
Yeah, they've been getting so many of those all season long, and having just as strong of a midfield game in this match than maybe any match in the season so far for Orbit. Just look at this. And then the cross pass. That's such great pass work from Orbit.
And again, Sneaky Evil, I mean, he knows how to get himself open on those cutting plays right in front of the goal there. I mean, we see it again where he's able to get himself open enough to receive that pass from one scoop and put that one in on the goalie. Those are so hard to stop, and he's so good at executing those. Their whole team is good at executing those.
And look, there's the headbutt joust again. That was directly down the center. They've got that down pat. That's the second time they've gotten that. Haven't found a goal off of it, but just the accuracy and the speed on those headbutts is impressive. I know I've seen Wireless Jax and Nova do a similar thing, but just a very nice coordination. Now maybe finding a goal, but it will be taken out there by Gamer Boy, and now into the other pocket it goes.
I'm going to say, as far as Nova goes, we definitely don't ever try it on the when we have the joust advantage unless we're really behind, but because we don't get that sort of accuracy on this headbutt. But we do attempt it periodically on this initial joust.
And the dunk, I think, was that in? But either way, it's a goal for them. Zenith.
I think it was. I think it wasn't. I think one scoop shot. Was that a 3? It looked like a 3 to me.
Yeah.
But then Zenith picking that one up and putting it in. So let's watch that replay and see. Yeah, shot from 3. It looked like maybe it was going to go off that post. Kind of hard to tell from that angle.
Yeah, it's one as they go for the so-called centipede that you said. Going for it. Ironic is going to find that clear. Yeah, it's one of those ones that maybe was so close to that pole, the goal post, that unless you get the call from your teammates, sometimes you do want to just guarantee the goal.
And VTS seems pretty confident that one was going to ding out, and I trust VTS's judgment there.
Yeah, and Zenith going in here. So VTS King making a judgment. I swear, patriarchy. But going in here for some anarchy. See Jason, the recovery, the clear, out of here. Going deep into the other end, catching it in his stride. It's Gamer Boy along the way, finding the other end. It's See Jason will find another pass over to Callan. Now Callan has it contested here by Gamer Boy playing outside the bubble. He has a few cutters, the teammates there, but no pass going through. But fortunately, the recollection here. And as maybe a little train attempt, but not going to get anywhere. Train not in the station, but still putting it in the place. It's Duller Ranger.
Yeah, nice shot there by Dollar. Maybe catching Gamer Boy off guard a little bit. It looked like maybe he thought that stun was effective enough to stop that dish from coming in. So he was watching his right side to look for that cross pass. Instead, Dollar just kind of sneaks his way in there from that right shoulder position and able to put that one in. Good shot.
Rolling on in from the shoulders. Now taking it over. One scoop. Looks behind him before he looks towards the goal. And there's the shot. The one shot he was looking for. Had that 1v1 opportunity.
Yeah, not much to say about that one. I mean, he comes in off that right side post, one-on-one with that goalie. You know, those shots as a goalie. You know, those are you're kind of playing the odds when they're coming in on you like that. And so goalie definitely doing the best he can, but unable to make that stop. Good goal.
Uh-oh, now that disc getting knocked loose off the joust. Looks like maybe they went for the headbutt again, perhaps, and it got knocked into the bow tie instead. Another intercept here. Single shot taking that away, trying to find Deller on the other end. Cannot recover, so Zenith finds the backline reset to Gamer. Now another pass deep down, going for that bottom bounce. It will not go in. It missed just by an inch. It seemed like it was very close, but still recovering here. It's going to be Sneaky Evil, a soft dish, and oh, one scoop. He was trying to go for an anchor dunk instead of shooting it right away, and that's what bought them ironic rather, the recovery. Into the other side, that's going to be very close as well, but still taken back by Gamer Boy. They're up 10-4. There's 3 minutes left in this third round. And a goal just about missing there from three. It was very close, dinging off the corner. One more pass, good stun. Sneaky Evil dumps it back out to the midfield.
And now Dap1's on in chat asking, are most players using CB1 or Rift S? And I think we might be at about a good 50-50 split of the player base at the moment.
And one scoop will get the recovery on that clear. It kind of lingered on the other side of the arena for a while. Stack's not able to come through quite quickly. So winding it down here, 13-4 lead for Orbit. Ironic. Just not able to find their offense today, it would seem. And see Jason taking that away, trying to find the pass. They do so successfully to Callan. So in the back line, bothering the boosted players, maybe buying Callan some time here just to go in with a one-on-one, but Gamer gets it done inside the goal as they stare each other down directly in front.
Gamer Boy definitely got those hands.
And going for, that bounce is going to be off that corner and exposed goal for the meantime, but a second bounce will decline it to the other side. Sneaky Evil finds it, another pass to the nest, going in here with some partial numbers anyways, and finds another goal.
Yeah, strong goal there by Zenith as he came in off the backside and just kind of extended the arm out to go for that dunk and definitely pays off for him. Good goal there by Zenith.
Yeah, by the time the
shot
shot
seems to come back a little bit.
By the time the shot went out, kind of turned into a 2-on-2 as opposed to the numbers, but the defense was off balance enough that it didn't matter, and they were still able to find that goal. Looking for a clear and boost, but kind of held on for it too long, and as a result, maybe losing it again here, trying to find their way, though. And Callan playing the back line quite deep here just in case they want a back pass, but they opt for the forward instead, so it will be a turnover as a result. But Duller, the great hands, will take it away momentarily before it goes back into the pocket and back to Orbit's possession. Also momentarily. And yeah, I know what you mean about the voice, why I've been kind of taking it a little bit easier, not doing quite as many casts and doing more camera work for the latter half of this week. a lot of intense games, and they'll make you yell and scream, especially if you're a
They most
player
certainly will.
like yesterday.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's yeah. I mean, I caught myself screaming in a handful of those games that I casted yesterday over those couple hours, and then ooh, good shot there by one scoop.
Yeah, one
Yeah,
scoop with a
just
final shot of this one. So it will be, as a result, the 18-4 victory here. 3-round sweep for Orbit. Orbit just, I mean, what can you say? They looked very, very strong. They came with their A game for sure. We've seen it in some weeks. They've against some of the other matches on top teams before. Like I think it was, who was it? Joker they played. They played like the first round super well in that Joker game, I remember, and then kind of strayed away from their game a little bit towards the end. A lot of that due to the Joker defense, but just it seems like consistently bringing the effort on each round tonight and kind of sticking to their A game and doing exactly what their game plan dictates.
And just speaking of defense, we got a lot the defense of both these teams. I mean, we got 5 saves to CJ, 5 saves to Dollar, 3 saves to Single Shot, 1 to Callan. Every single player on Ironic getting at least 1 save. And then over on Orbit, 9 saves to Gamer Boy. I mean, my personal best in the game is 7. So seeing 9 from him, it just shows you how good his hands are in that goal area. And Zenith picking up 2, one scoop picking up 1. And all up until this game, just going over the team stats right quick. Possession was equal until this game 3 between these two teams, and we saw more shots going off from Orbit. So them definitely able to capitalize a bit better once they get into that bubble area with that disc, controlling that disc. Of course, we're looking at saves. Ironic picking up 2 more saves than Orbit, but I believe Orbit's in particular Gamer Boys playing goal has definitely kept this. Kept this a safe series for Orbit as they came out here tonight. It was so well played by these guys, absolutely.
And I'm interested now, just as I roam over to the midfield here, if the Gamer Boy is on there for the intercepts. Now 29 clears, so I mean that's something. But there you go. You can see the awards screen, all filled by the blue players here on Orbit, just finding all the momentum in the world, all the momentum in Orbit, I suppose, in this match. And indeed, the defense super strong, the stacks a bit quicker, and as a result, just able to close out this game without sweating too much in the 3rd round.
Yeah, Sneaky pulling up that MVP. No big surprise there. Him pulling up those 20 points in this game. The game high. Next best is Zenith, or not Zenith, whoever just left with 12. But yeah, it was now I'm drawing a blank. I think it was that single, no, not single shot. Who was it?
One scoop.
Left? Whoever it was.
One
scoop. Thank you. One scoop had I believe what was it, 14 points, something like that, or 12. But his assists, he had 7 assists in this game. 3 going to Sneaky, 3 going to Zenith. So you can see One Scoop definitely pulling up that playmaker mentality as he comes in here, likes making those passes across the Sneaky Evil. Sneaky's cutting in on, when Sneaky Evil's able to find that space, which he's so good at doing. We've seen in this series. It's such a strong team here in Orbit. Definitely surpassing, as I said before, surpassing everybody's expectations coming into this season. Gamer Boy, I never even knew he was much of a goalie, but watching his performance here in this game, like, wow, man, he definitely pulled it up big. And I know that's not, he probably doesn't need the ego boost, but certainly got to give him some credit for his playing goal, especially playing so much goal myself. So well played here by Orbit. Good fight put up by Ironic. They definitely had the possession through the series. A lot of shot opportunities, just not able to pull it out.
And so with that said and done, dang it, Gamer. With that said and done, it will be the end of this matchup, and later on tonight, in another 45 minutes or so, we have a scheduled matchup between Instinct and Reboot. That's going to be looked to be casted by Dimwi and I. Hey, maybe if Dimwi can bear through it. I don't know about the voice situation. Both of us are kind of running on some fumes. Maybe Dimwi more so than me at the moment, but yeah.
I'm not so much worried about it. We got to keep your voice fresh, man. And we've got Friday night activities after that game going on, so I'm probably going to be completely just wrecked by tomorrow, just with as far as the voice goes. So, so I'll definitely give it my all tonight, so you can be fresh and good to go for that championship series on Sunday.
Well, make sure you're fresh too. I'm sure we're going to need you for some of these weekend games, man. But yeah,
I'll be around. But yeah.
Okay, well, anyway, thank you everyone in the Twitch for joining us. Congratulations to Orbit for the victory there. Stay tuned again, about 45 minutes away on this same channel, VRML1. We'll have Instinct and Reboot. An hour after that, we have Atlas, Megacorp, and more S'mores. And half an hour after that, we'll have Rampage and Kangarillas to close out the night. So, some thrillers in store here on this Friday night. But until then, I've been Palidore, that's been SirDimwi, this has been VRML Preseason Week 6, and we'll see you right again soon on the other side.
Have a good night.